Alrighty, hello Year 7. This is a tutorial about how to use Shapr3d to make a superhero logo. I've made a few superhero logos. We've got a Wonder Woman. We've got a Black Panther. A Batman. And a brand new superhero, Crowman. I don't know. But anyway, now when I use Shapr3d, I need my Apple Pencil or my stylus, and I find it best to put my iPad in front of me on the table. So I'm not holding it, I'm kind of less looking at the screen in front of me, and I hold it in a landscape position, so on its side. Alright, we are going to make a Batman logo today because, believe it or not, that's one of the easiest ones we can make. So, in the top right hand corner, there is Start Designing. You will make a new design. Here is our workspace. If we've done some tutorials already, that's good. So remember, in the top right hand corner, you've got your view cube, which lets you spin the view around. In the bottom left hand corner, we have our workspaces. And on the left hand side, we have our different tools and different functions. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is tap on the top of the view cube in the top right hand corner, which goes out and becomes flat. Now we're going to make a sketch. So to make a sketch, left hand side, click the sketch button, and we're going to find the ellipse tool, which is, what's that, fourth from the bottom. Click on the ellipse. I'm going to tap in the center and drag. Alrighty. Now, I want to enter some specific dimensions for my ellipse. So I'm going to change the radius on the left hand side. I'm going to change the radius on the bottom there. Radius on the left hand side will be 1, 6, 1. Enter. Alright, so let's put 2 fingers on the screen and zoom out. Clip the ellipse again, and the radius on the bottom will be 100. So that's actually the golden ratio, if anybody knows about that. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. Alright, so here is my ellipse shape. We're going to use this ellipse shape to draw our Batman logo. A lot of superhero logos are symmetrical, or you can mirror them, you can flip them. So that's good. And we are going to make a symmetrical Batman logo. So, in the left hand side, we click line. We draw a line directly down the... Whoops, I'm off slightly. So let's try that again. Draw a line directly down the center of our ellipse. Good. Alright, we've got a line directly down the center. Let's go back to sketch. And now we want to use the Spline Tool to draw some of the details of the Batman logo. So this is how the Spline Tool works. It's not just squibbling on the page. You've actually got to drag and then tap. When you drag and tap, you'll hear a little sound. Okay, and you can make a curved line. And then what's good about the Spline Tool is it lets you edit these little dots. I believe these things are called edit anchor points, but don't hold me to that. So if I tap the little white dots and move the arrows, it lets me change my angle, and I want to get that classic Batman top of the wing shape going on. Alright, there we go. So we've got one spline for the top of the wing. the top of the Batman logo. We find our spline again, draw and tap, tap, tap. Let's make another one, draw and tap, tap, tap. Alrighty, so we're going to click the little white dots. We're going to do some editing of our anchor points. It's very important that the bottom of the logo obviously has to be inside the ellipse, and we want it to at least touch the center line we've drawn, the line down the center. Whoops. Alrighty, so I just made a mistake there with the line tool. Remember, in the very bottom left hand corner there's the back button. So if you ever make a mistake, click the back button and you can go back and edit what you've got. Alright, it's starting to look a bit more like a Batman logo. We've got the top of our wing, the bottom of our wing. Now to draw Batman's ears, the logo ears. Alrighty, so I click I click close, and this is what my I have no idea what that means. Anyway, this is what my logo looks like now. Half the Batman. Remember, if you're in your sketch menu, just click close. And what we want to do is flip that design over so that it's symmetrical. So we click transform. I'll do that again. Left hand side, transform. At the very bottom we've got mirror. Righto. The way mirror works, you click an object and then you select the mirror line. And then you can select everything else to be mirrored along the mirror line. Alright, I'll do that again. Mirror, select something to mirror, select the mirror line, and then gently tap on everything else. At this point, you do not want to double tap any of these lines because bad things will happen. If you are having trouble with it, all you can do is be patient and just try again. Remember, click the back button if it's not working. Alrighty, and once we get out of Sketch, if we can look, and we've actually got a Batman logo already on our page. Alright, so that's pretty cool, right? We can spin it around a little bit. Awesome. But what I actually want to do before we do anything else is tidy up our design. So let's go to Sketch again, Trim. So I'll do that. Sketch, Trim, second from the bottom. Trim lets you clean your design up by tapping the little overlapping bits. So what you want to do is get rid of all the overlapping bits, but keep the ellipse. Alrighty, once you've trimmed your logo and it looks nice, we are now going to find offset edge. Third from the bottom, just above trim. Offset edge. Click on the ellipse and we're going to drag it out maybe 10. And then we're going to do that again. Offset edge and drag out that new one we made. Let's go 12. And now, so that's looking pretty good. We got a good looking logo. And what I actually want to do right now, get rid of these lines because they are now redundant. Alrighty, beautiful. We have finished our sketch of our Batman logo. Close. Top right hand corner, click on the view. Excellent. Double tap on Batman and the circle, and we're going to drag that up. Let's go 20. Excellent. Okay. So we've got our Batman designs. Awesome. We don't have any color inside our logo, so that's no good. So what we're going to do is look in the bottom of our workspace, If we tap on the little layers, we've got our two objects. Okay, we've got two bodies created. Let's hide those. Now when you hide those, you can see your sketch again. Whoops, let's go back to our default view. You can see your sketch again, and that means we can select the inside now. Alright, if the Batman logo was 20 high, we're going to make this 14. So it's slightly different. Now we'll go back and turn all the bodies back on. Alright, fantastic. We have a 3D model of a Batman logo. Next little trick is color. Here is how we color. Double tap the Batman. Double tap the ring. When you double tap them with your pen, the whole object is highlighted. You might notice now we've got color, and you can choose a color for your logo. It can be black. I want it to be slightly off black so we can see it a little bit better, and click done. Let's tap the inside part. Color. Let's make it a yellow. And click done. If we zoom around, we can see what we've made. Alrighty, that is very good, and we're almost done. Excuse me. A few tricks we can do to make our logo look a little bit cooler. Tools, Chamfer. Let's try that again. Okay, in our menu, Tools, Chamfer. Click on Chamfer. Click a face. We're going to click the face of Batman, or the logo, and we're going to click the face of the ring. And for the type of chamfer, we're going to go to distance chamfer, and we can enter our numbers there. Let's see what 1 looks like. Alright, 1's pretty subtle, so let's enter a bigger number, 5. 5's okay, let's try it one last time, 6. Alrighty, and ooh, we've missed a part of Batman's gone wonky there. Alright, let's see if we can fix that. Back. Okay, Tools, Chamfer. We'll click on just Batman this time. Type, we'll go 2, and for Batman we'll type 6. Alrighty, that looks better. It's got sharp edges now. Done. Tools, Chamfer, click the ring, type, and then for this one we'll enter 3 just to be different. Alright, and we've got like hard edges on our design. Alright, that's cool. We're pretty much done making a Batman logo. Final little step is how do we save an image of our logo? How do we save our logo? First up, in the top left hand corner, there's 4 little squares. That's where you can find your logos. That's where they'll be saved. Okay? 4 little dots, they're always saved. But to make an image of this for a poster, which is what we'll do eventually, in the top menu, you've got the 4 little squares, a question mark, a download button, and an export button, or an import button and an export button. The export button has the arrow facing upwards. If you click on that, we can select image. Okay, now your image is basically a screenshot. Okay, so what you want to do is position your logo in the coolest possible angle to make it look super heroic. Why is that not working? Let's try that again. Very fiddly. Okay, let's get an angle. There we go, that's good. Alright, we have our little tilted angle. And if we look down the bottom, we want to have a transparent background. We want to get rid of the grid, and we want to get rid of the lines. So when we get rid of the lines, it's very subtle. Maybe we'll play around with colors on other logos, but yeah. And then if you click screenshot, you will have a screenshot of your logo saved in your photos in your iPad. Alrighty, so there is a tutorial about how to make a Batman logo in Shapr3d. Hopefully that's helpful. We'll practice more in class.